catching my breath, letting it go, turning my cheek for the sake of the show. Now that you know this is my life, and I won't be told what's supposed to be right.
Hey guys, today I wanted to do a fun Valentine's Day makeup tutorial that you can really use for any date night during the year, but this month always makes me think of red lips, so that's where I got the inspiration for this video. And I have a feeling most of you have some neutral eyeshadows and red lipstick lying around, so this will be super easy to recreate. And make sure to stay tuned till the end of the video, because after the tutorial I'll be showing you what I pack in my small clutch for a date night. So let's get pretty. To get started, I had a bare face and had only applied my Nerium Day Cream, which I am obsessed with. You guys know my skin is what I've always been most self-conscious about, but I love the way this product has completely changed the way I feel about that. I also love that I don't have to use a toner or anything like that. You just wash your face and then apply either the day or night cream, and I like to use an eye cream on top like this Benefit one, but you don't even have to if you don't want to. Now moving on to the lips, which is of course important on Valentine's Day if you're going to be kissing a special someone. So I want to make sure that my lips are smooth and ready when that time comes. I just mixed a little bit of brown sugar with olive oil and vanilla extract to create my own scrub, and I'm applying this to my lips in a circular motion to exfoliate any dead skin. Then I'm following up with the Renew side of my new Chapstick Hydration Lock Moisturize and Renew, which is an all-natural formulation that has shea and mango that smooth and condition the lips, and they feel so good after. I feel like a lot of people spend time on their skincare routine but not their lips, and they need just as much love. I feel like they're just overlooked. So I've also incorporated the Chapstick Hydration Lock Day and Night into my morning and evening skincare routine. So to get started on makeup, I'm going to take a peach colored concealer and just apply that underneath my eyes to help with any sort of discoloration. Now I am just taking my foundation. I'm using the Tarte Amazonian Clay, and I'm basically just painting this on my face with a foundation brush and covering up any blemishes or discoloration and applying it all over my face. Then I'm going to take a small concealer brush and a very dark color that contrasts with my skin so that I can contour. So you can kind of see where I'm contouring around the hollows of my cheeks, around my hairline, under my lip, and also on my jawline. And you can leave this just like a harsh line because we're going to blend it out. But now I am applying some more under eye concealer because I go crazy with this stuff. I don't know what it is about under eye concealer, but I always just like to use a lot of it. And then now I am just taking the same foundation brush that I used earlier, and I'm using it to blend out the contour concealer that we had used. So obviously I think I would scare my Valentine away if I went looking without blending all of this out. So now I'm taking my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, which is one of my secret special, items, and I'm just patting this under my eyes. Then I'm taking my Peter Thomas Roth powder to set my foundation. I have kind of oily skin, so I just like to make sure I set it so it doesn't go anywhere. And then I am going to, in 1 millisecond, yes, I'm going to take my blush and just apply that on the apples of my cheeks and blend back towards my hairline. Not super intense or scientific. This is moving on to the eyes, and this is actually a NYX Jumbo eyeshadow pencil that is in the color Cottage Cheese, which I think is a very unfortunate name, but I am just applying this onto my eyelids, and I'm using this as an eyeshadow base, but it's also a light shimmery color, which is going to help the other shadows that I put on top of it pop. So I'm just applying it, and then I am going to blend it out using my finger. And then I'm going to take my Smashbox palette, and this light color I'm going to use as my highlight color. So underneath my brow bone, I'm just sweeping that across. I feel like even though you can't really tell it's there, it gives a little bit of a finished look. Then I'm taking this light shimmery color from the same palette on top of the color that I just put on, the Cottage Cheese pencil, and on the inner corner of my eyes. Then with a blending crease brush, I'm going to start with a lighter brown color and then work my way into a darker brown, and then I'm also going to use a little bit of the black on the outer corner and blend it in. I find when you go in stages, it makes it look less muddy than if you were just to take like the black straight up. So that's what I'm doing right now, and adding it little by little just helps make the blending easier, and I find it just gives more of a cohesive ombre look. And now I am applying my L'Oreal liquid liner, and this stuff is really easy because I literally just lay the brush down on top of my lash line and just move my hand a little bit, and my natural lashes kind of do the work because the liner just follows. So it's a really simple way to do an easy line. And then I ended up flicking out the end just a little bit so that I could have a winged eyeliner and be kind of fancy. And now I'm filling in my brows with just a MAC eyeshadow. I think it's in the color charcoal brown. Actually, I know it's in the color charcoal brown. I don't know why I told you I think it is. So I'm just filling in my brows in these sparse areas, and I feel like they really frame the face and just make everything look really cool and good. So I fill in my brows. Even if I'm not wearing other makeup, I'll literally fill in my brows and have chapstick on and run to the grocery store. And now I'm just applying some clear brow gel, which is going to help the product stick, and it is also going to make sure my brows stay where they're supposed to. And now I'm applying a coat of the Physicians Formula Lash Extension Booster Kit, which typically I have just been using this lately, but I said on special occasions I'm still going to use some false lashes. So I'm just doing one coat of mascara, then I'm going to put my false lashes on because I find that it just kind of blends together better. So these are the Kiss Ever Easy lashes in number 2. You can get them at Walgreens or CVS or anything like that, and I'm obsessed with them. Then once the glue dries, you want to go ahead and put another coat of mascara on. And don't forget to put the mascara on your lower lashes as well. Now we're moving on to lips, which is my favorite part of this look. So I'm just taking this MAC lip liner in Brick, and I'm going to outline my lips and then completely fill them in with the lip liner. And this is the first step to making your red lips last all day through eating and drinking and stuff like that. Make sure that you fill it in with the lip liner, and then you want to go over it with your red lipstick. So this one is the Kat Von D one. That is my favorite whenever I'm doing like a bright red lip. Then I'm just peeling apart a tissue so that I just have a single ply piece of it and applying that onto my lips. You kind of want to suck in a little bit so it doesn't fall off and smear your lipstick. And then take a powder brush with some loose powder on it and tap this on top of your lips. Don't ask me why, all I know is that it works and my lips last all day, like the lipstick I'm wearing. So you take the tissue off and then you want to go ahead and apply another coat of the red lipstick. So I'm doing that, and then I'm going to top it off with my Bombshell lip gloss.
'Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling, and every time we kiss, I swear I could fly.
So that's the makeup tutorial, and now I thought it would be fun to show you what I take in my clutch, because there obviously isn't as much room as in a typical purse, so you can only take the necessities, and I'm obsessed with this clutch from Kate Spade. It has a cute little bow closure at the top, and I stuff it with my ID, a credit card, and a little emergency cash. Then I take my house key off the key ring so it takes up less space, lip liner, my cell phone obviously, a perfume sample to freshen up, my lip gloss and lipstick, lash glue in case I have a rogue falsie, some concealer, gum, my chapstick, which I like to use the moisture side throughout the night, and these amazing blotting papers that have powder already on them so you don't have to bring a bulky compact. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to comment with what you thought about it, and also if you have any tutorial requests for me, because I would love to do whatever kind of videos you guys want to see. So I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.